Para você que gosta de automobilismo, olha que oportunidade bacana, hein? A gente vai conversar com os dois pilotos da Ferrari. É agora, se liga aí. Well, Charles, Carlos, it's a pleasure to have you here in our show. I will start with you, Carlos. You have achieved your first win in Formula One in Silverstone. It was an amazing race. How does it feel to be a F1 racing driver with a win?
I mean, it's incredible, no, to achieve your first Formula One win and do it with Ferrari, do it in a track like Silverstone, with an exciting race like it was there. It was a really nice memory for me that I will keep forever. But it doesn't stop here. We want more. We want to fight for more of them. We want more of them, and this is what we're focused on now.
Charles, we know that the pressure in Formula One it's very high. Even for us, I can imagine for you, for a driver. How can you deal with that?
Oh, you have to deal with it. I mean, especially when you drive for Ferrari and also everybody that is working in Ferrari. It's a team where pressure is probably more than in other teams, but you have to deal with it. Personally, I never really struggled with pressure. I don't think it adds anything. At the end, I just have to focus on my job, try and be as honest as possible with myself, with the team, in where are the areas that we need to improve, and that's what I try to do on a daily basis in order for us to be the best team as quickly as possible.
Well, time to talk about Interlagos. I know that is a track that brings you some good memories. Tell us especially about the race where you just got your first podium.
Yeah, this was actually where I got my first podium in Formula One. It came on a very unexpected day. I was starting, I think it was dead last, and I had nothing to lose. I made a very aggressive race, overtaking a lot of people, making it back through the field to finish P4 on the road, which then became P3 thanks to Lewis' penalty, and I got my first podium in a mythical track like Sao Paulo, you know, like Interlagos, and yeah, I will always remember that day for the rest of my life for sure.
Charles, now talking about the technical side of the track, what do you think about Interlagos? Are there any special sector or sections that you prefer?
I really like the first sector. Actually, the first corner for me is super special. It's downhill, front locking is quite difficult, but then it goes to the right hander and the left hander and everything. You have to be super precise, and every mistake you do, you pay it big time. So yeah, probably the first three corners is my favorite section.
Well, question for both of you, starting with Charles. I know, of course, Scuderia Ferrari has a lot of fans around the world, but what can you say about the passion of the Brazilian for motorsport, for Scuderia Ferrari, and for you too?
Well, I mean, it's obviously very, very special here, and especially for one reason, my idol is Ayrton Senna. He has always been the one for me, and when you come here, you can feel still how much he has left to the Brazilian people, and this is amazing to see. And I think it's one of the loudest places in terms of noise whenever we cross the finish line for qualifying. The excitement there is in the grandstand, and this is super nice. And obviously, as Ferrari, we've got fans all over the world, and that doesn't change here in Brazil.
What about you, Carlos?
Same. I mean, you walk around the streets, around the race circuit, you go into a track, the fans, you still feel the presence of Ayrton, no? And his legacy in Brazil and everything that he left. That's why for us drivers that we've always idolized Ayrton is a special place to come, especially for me that I never got to see him race. He died the year I was born, no? And but somehow you still feel he's around, no? Between all of us, and I think it's a great place to come to race. It's one of my favorite races of the year, and I love it.
Yeah, the passion, it's really big. I still remember how the fans react when you came and you arrived at the airport last year. Was something that I have never seen before. It was like a rock star arriving. I never seen for a racing driver. Well, I have one more question, and this one came from a fan of Carlos. Carlos, you are known as the smooth operator from that famous song of Sade. How did you start this tradition of singing in the car? And have you ever met Sade or talked to Sade about that?
No, I've never done, but you cannot imagine the amount of presents that I receive about the disc of Sade or photos of me looking like Sade or remixes of me singing with the song of Smooth Operator. Anyway, it is something that I only sang in the car 2 or 3 times, no more. I think I will only sing it the day that I will nail a race, or I really feel like I did the 100% or the perfect race, because I don't want to burn it. Also, it's something special for me. Also because the fans like it. But yeah, hopefully this weekend is one weekend to sing it. I always will try to remember, because sometimes I focus in other things.
Well, good luck. I wish you the best here in your time in São Paulo.
Thank
you
you
very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.